My colleague sent me a link to this quiz, what generation you actually relate to. It had only 7 questions, but it really made me think. I'm starting to believe my type doesn't match my actual age. But something else surprised me even more. She said the text was generated by ChatGPT and she built the quiz in AidaForm. It took her just 20 minutes or so. Hi, my name is Roma and I use AidaForm for both work and personal projects, and I absolutely love quizzes. To find out what my management style is, to discover my psychological profile, or even who I would be if I turned into a pet. Quizzes can be serious, professional, marketing-driven, or just for fun. If you are a psychologist, coach, or work with audiences in any way, you already know that a quiz is a powerful tool for lead generation. In the past, creating and publishing a solid online quiz required a professional writer, an expert, plus a designer and a developer. But now, could it really be done just by anyone in just a few minutes? Let's find out. Right here on camera and with zero prep, I'll try to create an online quiz just like the one my colleague shared. I'll be using the free version of ChatGPT and the AidaForm platform powered by the Expert plan. I'm gonna try to make a personality type quiz on the topic, what is your parental type? I don't have kids myself, but I'm curious what kind of parent I might hopefully become. Here's how the quiz will work. Let's imagine I'm an educational psychologist. Respondents will answer the quiz questions, get their results, and leave their contact information so I can reach out with more details or offer them a consultation. We'll also track how long it takes me to build the quiz from scratch. Let's go! Step 1. Write a prompt for the AI. To get something worthwhile from ChatGPT, you need a good prompt. I don't have a pre-written one, so I'll just improvise. Here's a prompt I came up with. Could you please generate a multi-choice quiz that meets the following requirements? The topic is, what is your parental type? There will be 4 parental types. You will decide how to name them, and so on. Whoa, that's a lot of text. Looks like everything is here. Questions, answer options, scoring logic, type classification, and descriptions for each type. Step 2. Transfer the questions and answers into AidaForm. I have reviewed the quiz content and it looks great. Can't believe AI just done it. It feels like magic. Now I will turn this into an online forum that I can share, track responses, and collect contact info from people. I open a blank form. In the Form Elements tab on the left, I look for the multiple choice field and drag it onto the quiz page. It's pretty straightforward. I have to paste in the question and the answer options. Next, I click on the gear icon. On the right side of the screen, I can configure both the appearance and logic of the quiz. For example, I want to make the question required. I also want to make sure that respondents can only select one answer, but you can adjust these settings to fit your needs. Great, 6 questions to go. To avoid setting up everything from scratch each time, I'll just duplicate the first question block 6 times and change the content. Step 3. Set up score calculation. My quiz has 4 possible outcomes, 4 parental types. To calculate results, I need the calculation field. And since there are 4 types, I'll need 4 of these fields. Let's start with 1. I drag the calculation field from the left side panel and name it after the first parental type. Then I go into the field settings, click Set Calculations, and then Add Calculations. This is important. The rule is add 1 point to the score when the respondent selects option A for a given question. I set the calculation for the first question. If the answer contains A, add 1 point. Done. Now I have to do the same for the other 6 questions, but I will not write it all out again manually. I will just duplicate the existing rule and then select different questions and relevant response. And I will repeat this 5 more times. Perfect! Now the calculation is working for the first parental type. 3 more to go. I will duplicate the entire calculation field to reuse the settings for all questions. Then I simply change the answer option to B in all cases. As you have probably guessed, I will repeat the same process for the other 2 types using C and D answers. Step 4. Add a formula. The next key step is to add a formula that determines which parental type has the highest score and displays the corresponding result. Luckily, AidaForm already has a built-in formula for that. I add the formula tool, enter this in the field name box, ordinal number of parent type with max score. And in the second bar, I type index of max. This tells the formula to find the highest score. Well, if you're familiar with Google Sheets, you'll get where this is going. I need to define a value range. That's exactly why I created 4 calculation fields in the previous step. Now I click the add sign icon and add all 4 calculation fields inside the formula. Now it will analyze the scores for all parental types and return the index of the one with the highest total. Step 5. Set up result pages. The quiz results should appear on a new page for the respondent, so I add a page break and rename it Show My Results. There are 4 possible outcomes, so I will create 4 separate pages for each type. I add subtitle and text fields and paste the text that ChatGPT generated for me. It's also important to include name and email fields so the respondent can leave their contact details. After all, we're building a lead-generating quiz. Then I go back to the results page and add a question. Would you like us to send you the extended quiz results and more recommendations? I think this is a great idea to encourage lead collection. Another key detail, I add a new page break at the bottom of the page and go into the settings. There's a back button enabled by default, but I don't need it, so I hide it. Then I click on Logic Jumps and choose the preset, Submit the form. This ensures respondents can send me their contact info. The first result page is ready. I duplicate all its elements to create the second result page. This way, I won't have to set everything up again. I just change the headline and main text. And I repeat this 2 more times. Step 6. Link the quiz to the result pages. This is the final step in setting up the logic of the quiz. I scroll up to the Show My Result button and open the settings. I need to tell it which result page to show depending on which type has the highest score. To make this work, I activate Logic Jumps. Remember the formula we set earlier? The ordinal numbers correspond to the parental types. 1 is authoritarian, 2 is balanced, and so on. I add the first logic jump and set it up like this. If ordinal number exactly matches 1, then go to page 2, because that page describes the first type, authoritarian parent. Perfect! I duplicate that condition, change the value to exactly matches 2, and set go to page as page 3, which is for the balanced parent, and so on for the remaining types. Step 7. Customize the quiz design. Technically, the quiz is ready. I can already publish it, share the link, and start collecting results and contact info. But I want the quiz to look good, not just default styling, but something that reflects me as an expert. So I head over to the Form Designer tab on the right and start adjusting the background color, button colors, fonts, and other visual settings. I think I'll also add a cover image. By the way, I generated that in ChatGPT too. Done! I'm publishing the quiz. Here's how it looks in the browser. And that's it. In just a few steps, I built a fully functional lead-generating quiz from scratch. No code, no stress, and just the right amount of curiosity. Thank you for watching.